The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
So far this afternoon, visibility's improved, at least in the Roanoke Valley. That means temperatures have risen. Look at that, 60 degrees, a far cry from where we were earlier in the week. You look back to Monday morning when we started out at about 15 degrees. Still mostly cloudy, but yeah, very warm. Just a few showers off towards south side right now, especially Halifax County. A few stray showers in southern Floyd County near Indian Valley. We'll back up the view and you see that there's more where that came from. So especially as we go beyond about 4 p.m. or so, we'll see this blob of rain coming in from western North Carolina. So let's go ahead and time that out. Future trackers showing when that blob arrives. And yeah, it looks like more after 3 or 4 p.m. So the evening commute could be a little bit on the wet side there. I do think it's overdoing some of the heavier pockets, but there could be a couple rumbles of thunder in south side between about 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. But heading into the overnight, things nice and calm, maybe some patches of fog and a few stray showers before sunrise tomorrow. Still mild overnight. Covington 54, Pulaski 58, Danville at 61 degrees. Keep in mind your average high is in the 40s. So for your low temperatures to be in the 50s and 60s, that is pretty rare. Meanwhile, tomorrow morning, might need the wipers on just because it'll still be a little damp. Forget about the heat. Forget about the ice scraper. Not going to need that for quite some time. In fact, let's check this out. So the red bars, that's your record high. The orange is your forecast, and the green is your average. So for Roanoke, we're about 8 degrees away from a record, but about 20 to 25 degrees above average tomorrow. That's a pretty similar trend that you see for Lynchburg as we make it into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Ditto for Danville, the New River Valley in the low to mid 60s. Now, on the heels of that warmth, we've got another storm system. This is the one that we're going to track for Saturday. And you see how it kind of digs into the Gulf. So it's grabbing that moisture and it's throwing it in our direction. Looks like Saturday afternoon and evening is when we see some pretty widespread rain and the potential for some of it to be a little bit on the heavy side. Flood threat's going to be higher toward North Georgia and parts of Alabama, but as we zoom into a local view, you do see there's the chance of an inch or more of rain, especially near and to the south of the Roanoke Valley. So especially with all the snow that we had just not long ago and more rain, things are going to get pretty muddy out there this weekend. Things are going to get very warm tomorrow. Limited rain chances tomorrow outside of some morning fog and mist, but temperatures upper 60s and lower 70s. Saturday's not going to be quite as warm. Temperatures still probably mid to upper 50s for most of you, but there you see that chance for widespread rain, especially heading into the afternoon and evening. By Sunday, showers are still going to be on the backside of that storm system. They'll be scattered. They'll be pretty light as well. High temperatures low to mid 50s, and then we cool down next week. But it's nothing in comparison to the cold snap we just had. So highs in the 40s, lows in the 20s and 30s. That's typical late January for you. But today and tomorrow, anything but typical.
It's feeling like spring, and I keep looking at tomorrow. It's Friday. It's 70 degrees for some of us.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And the thing I keep mentioning is, like, we had wind chills last week well below zero, and now we went in the opposite direction. Let's kind of play middle ground here.
Right. No, Southwest Virginia just keeps you on your toes.
It does. It's entertaining. We'll say that. Yeah.
All right, Chris. Thank you.